You worry me, you really do.
Roger on Union 121. 34, 1-2, 34, come in. 4, you're en route to the battery, suspect 318 East 3rd Street. Roger's on your screen, 318 East 3rd Street at in the parking lot.
Right, I'm ready.
Hi and welcome to another episode of Covert Coaching with Success4.
Hey guys.
I'm here with Josh and Rich, and we are here on New Year's Eve.
We are.
New Year's Eve of all
Why
times.
are we here on New Year's Eve, Mark?
Because the wives have kicked us out of the house on Sunday afternoon.
Because it's New Year's Eve.
Don't make a mess.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
it.
seriously, guys, what can we give people today of all days, New Year's Eve, as we're going into 2018? It's that time of year where everybody sets goals for themselves. Everybody says what they want to achieve in the next 12 months. Mark.
Yeah, so let's talk about New Year's resolutions and how if you do them right, it can be very, very good for you. If you do them wrong, it can be very demoralising and actually probably a step backwards, if anything. So a lot of people, a lot of coaches out there will tell you how they don't do New Year's resolutions. Really, I mean, I put a post up a few weeks ago just sort of saying if you've got a New Year's resolution, you're probably going to fail already. And what was meant by that was basically if you've got something you really want to do, really want to achieve, you're probably already doing it. You wouldn't be putting it off for another 3 or 4 weeks waiting for Christmas to get out of the way. But that is how some people work, and if that is how you work and that's how you're going to move forward, then let's come up with some ways of moving forward and making it successful for you.
That's right. So if you're one of those people who is like, right, okay, next year is going to be my year, or I want to achieve this, I want to achieve this, live into your future now. So it's time to stop playing around. It's time to stop just dilly-dallying through life. If you say you want to achieve something, this is your sign. Now is the time to do it. Okay?
Yeah, time to make it happen. So Rich, come on, New Year's resolution. If you haven't, what's it gonna
we
be?
talked about this in one of the covert coachings
Yeah.
before. I'm trying to be a lot more positive about things, less defensive. But I've already started that. But that's still something to continue on because it's an old habits die hard.
So just to interrupt you there quickly, why? So it's the key there is, like you said, you already started.
Yeah.
So what was it that made you think, right, okay, I'm not going to put this off till whenever, I'm going to start this now?
Because there might not be a New Year's. You might not got that far. I mean, there's no time like the present, is there?
Yeah.
Than just to do it right now. It wasn't like a hard change. It's not hard to start it. It was hard to implement it into so it became part of my psychology. So that's why you need to start now. It doesn't happen overnight.
This is one of the problems with New Year's resolutions, and there's the sort of people that in November are thinking about what they're going to set as New Year's resolution in January. They're also the sort of people that after Easter are going to lose some weight ready for the summer, and after their summer holiday they're going to, and there's always another hurdle. We're just going to get this done first, and then I'm going to go on a diet, or I'm going to start going to the gym, or anything like that. And if that's the sort of person you've always been, make it a New Year's resolution not to be that person anymore for a start off, rather than just keep setting resolutions and failing. And most people, I think it's day 21, isn't it?
Yeah.
Day 21, most people drop off the edge, and that's it.
Yeah.
And we've all done them. I mean, when I was younger, trying to give up smoking, New Year's resolution, by 2 a.m. on New Year's Eve, you're smoking again. It just didn't work because there was no. I didn't really want to give up, and that was the thing.
Do something you really want to do,
Yeah.
as opposed to something that you feel obliged to do, just because you feel guilty. Well, I'm going to lose weight because I feel guilty about being overweight. Well, first of all, you did get to decide. Santa just went past, by the way.
So that noise was. So on his way home.
He stopped off at the pub on the way. You get to decide what's overweight and what's not. So you get to decide what something you want to change or what not. So a very good point you point out there is make it something that you want to change.
You've got to want to do it. It's so many people do things that like you say, they feel like they should be doing. People who feel like they should be setting a New Year's resolution just because it's New Year. I mean, if you haven't got anything you want to achieve, then don't. Don't just set one for the sake of it. And failing. I think when you succeed at something, there's this positive emotion inside you. You feel good about it.
Yeah.
With something like a New Year's resolution, so say you're giving up smoking. At what point do you consider yourself
Stopped? Yeah.
So I gave up 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I reckon one drunken night in a pub and I'd probably be smoking again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so easy to drop back into it. So
Yeah.
I'd never say never. But at what point during that time do you say you've actually been successful?
Sure.
Right? And it's really hard to measure anything. If you're going to be, I'm going to start going to the gym. At what point have you been successful? The first time you go, or
That's
after
a
you've
good
been
point.
going for
Yeah.
a year?
Yeah.
But failure is instant.
Yeah.
So as soon as you have a cigarette, or the first morning you don't get up and go to the gym, you've failed. So there's far more chance of failing than there is actually having
There's
that
more
feeling
opportunities to
of
fail,
success.
isn't
Yeah. And I think sometimes when you fail, you sort of give up on lots of other things that you did want to do. You possibly give up on those because you consider yourself a failure.
So the first
So it's
tip
very-
really is
very
to find,
damaging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is to find something that you want to for yourself, start, achieve, not to prove anything to anyone else, not to prove anything to yourself, or to say look how well I've done, because you're on a hiding to nothing there. So find something that you want to stop.
You've got to really want it. It's got to be.
I think from what you said there, I mean, you can hear it a million times, but if I say it just one more time and one person actually goes out and does it, you will see the impact that it makes. But write down what you want to achieve. So write down on paper, so you can literally see it written, like stick it up on your wall or have it in your room or wherever. But actually write down what you want, and just I've got so many things buzzing around in my head from what you guys have said. And failure is the key to success. So if it's not the people who go 6 months to the gym. Let's just use the gym as an example. So go to the gym for 6 months and they go a week without, and then that week turns into a month, the month turns into a year again. It's the people who fail. So you don't go to the gym, but you get back up and you go again. That's what makes you successful. So with myself, I know last year, I didn't say that I'm giving up drinking, but I went so long without having a drink, and I can if I had a drink like a few weeks ago, and I'm not that I was off the rails before or anything, but it's just something that I chose to give up, but I didn't make a big thing about it as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time as well, you'll find when you do set a goal or something, and because people are so negative, you can say that you've set yourself a goal for the new year where you want to lose a stone in weight, and then people will just, as soon as they see you eating something, they're like, oh, that's not going to be, and
I thought you were on a diet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and it's just like straight away, it's like it just makes you think, what is the point of me doing this? So you really have to write down what you want and make sure it's something for yourself, and know that there may be times when you fail with it, okay, but that one failure doesn't mean that you can't get back on and try again and go again and make it happen. So writing it down,
I think that's really important. But also when you're writing that down, also write down how you're going to measure it. What is your version of success at what you're trying to do? If you say, okay, New Year, I'm going to start going to the gym. Put down what's your version of success at that. You're going to stick with it for a month. You're going to stick with it for 3 months. What's your version of success? Give yourself something to work towards, because otherwise it's really easy to say, yeah, well, I went to the gym every day for a week. I've done my bit, sort of thing. Yeah. Make it measurable. Make it something that. Keep using the gym as an example. There's so many different things. I mean, there's so many real easy little things you can put into your life. I know someone last year who decided they were just going to say what they think all the time. That didn't last very long.
No.
Although it's an idyllic world, it doesn't happen. But yeah, it's something like that. If you decide that's what you're going to do, then write it down. How are you going to really get that feeling of I succeeded at what I set out to do.
Yeah.
So write down what you see as success as well. Make it measurable, definitely.
Yeah, powerful question as well.
Yeah.
What would or wouldn't if I did or didn't?
Ooh, we
Okay,
like
so
that one.
ask yourself that question. What is, if you do this, what is going to come of it? Okay, if you don't do it, what are the results of that as well? And just write it all out, and you'll see. Okay, I've got all of my objections that I would have given myself before. I've got them here in front of me, and I've now got a resolution to those as well. And you literally just map out whatever it is, and you can see, right, okay, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm gonna do, and it's just about taking steps daily to make whatever it is happen.
I think what you said there was right. Is you have your big goal,
Yeah,
and then you have your tiny little tick.
yeah,
Your tick goals in between and keep you motivated.
yeah,
If your goal is to maybe pack on a load of muscle, you want to put on 2 stone of muscle, or even a stone of muscle, it's a hell of a lot of muscle in a year. You have to have certain little tick points along the way, because that is never going to happen overnight, and you're going to get disenchanted with it all. So same if you start up a business, if you have anything, try and make little goals. So it's your big goal, chunk it down into little ones, and these little ones will be like piecemeals along the way, and you go, oh, I did that bit. Because having this big old goal, you might, the payoff might not be for 12 months.
yeah.
That's it.
And you need
that
little
sense
payoffs along the way.
sense of achievement.
Yeah,
And one of the things we use in coaching quite a bit. I've used it quite a bit before. Is if you imagine like a flight of stairs, and on the bottom stair is where you're standing, top stair is where you want to be. That's your main goal, and then it's what can you write on each step which is a step towards that top goal.
Sure, yeah.
And achieve it in small little chunks all the way up, and like you say, you get that sense of achievement as you move forward. So if it's losing weight, how much weight do I want to lose over the year maybe, but what do I need to lose each month?
Exactly.
Recognising it's going to get harder as you lose more, and things like that. Just so you've got a bite-sized.
That's it. And
chunks.
that's how programs work. You get your big goal, your smaller goals to achieve that goal, and within that smaller goals, what do I need to do to achieve that small goal? So if you want to lose £5 in a month, or how many times I need to go to a gym, and how many calories do I need to burn off within that week? And it comes down to you don't have to be that specific about it, but you can do if you want to. That will help you, and you go, okay, my goal today then is I want to say at the end of the month I want to lose £6, half stone. My goal at the end of the year I want to lose 4 stone.
Yeah.
So you got your little goal there, but within that little goal, no, I wouldn't have disappeared.
Nothing left of you.
But within that goal there might be, okay, my goal for today is to only have 2,000 calories.
Mm-hmm.
So that little goal today, you can tick that one off. I did that all right, didn't I? I got there today, it wasn't too bad. I can do that bit again tomorrow. That bit's not too hard. Suddenly you've lost your £6 within 2 weeks, and you go, oh, I did that.
This is part of the problem. So these are people that have never been to the gym, or possibly somebody that's never been to the gym, who sets their New Year's resolution they're going to go every day for the next 12 months.
That's exhausting.
You're going from one extreme to the other, and it doesn't have to be like that. It's you can okay, I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to take the dog for a walk every day, just for around the block. Build up to it. Don't by July I want to be going to the gym every day. Set a sort of course of action and build up to it. Don't try going from smoking 40 a day to 0 whilst you're still standing there singing Old Lang Syne.
Something that's really, really important as well is the language that you use for these goals. So we've all said it ourselves. I've been consciously aware of it, but weight loss is an easy one. We've talked about it a lot, but if you say that you want to lose something, then you're telling yourself, okay, it's mine, but I'm losing it.
Yes, negative.
So loss is a negative, isn't it? So if you say, I want to get healthy, I want to be fitter, I want to be at this is my ideal weight, and you just focus on that rather than losing weight and losing stuff. It's the same with stop smoking. How can you word it in a way that, okay, I want to be healthier, so I want, I want better health, so I want to, what can I do to improve my health, rather than just focusing on, right, I've got to stop smoking, I've got to stop smoking, I've got to stop smoking. All that's going on in your head is that smoking's still there, and you're just telling yourself that you're not doing it. This is why, people can fall off the wagon and they stay off of it as well, because of the language that they're using. So how can you word something in a way that's going to be, empowering to you, that you see this statement every day, that it makes you focus on the positive of why you wanted to do it in the first place. I think, although obviously I mentioned earlier, that there will be negative people around you when you set these New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
For as many negative people, there are positive people out there as well. So surround yourself with a peer group. Create an accountability group of whatever your goal is. Put it out there, because somebody else will have the same goal and they will be just as determined as you are to achieve it. So surround yourself with positive people that are going to push you forward as well to achieve your goal. Because once you set an intention, okay, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, will put, it wants you to succeed. So it will put the right people in your way, or put the right, situations and opportunities in front of you as well. So make sure you surround yourself with the right people, who are doing the exact same as you, who want to, or who have already done it as well. So people who have done what you've set out to achieve, just speak to them, ask them, what worked for them, and find whatever it is, and take it for yourself, and then achieve your goals.
So Mark, what's this week's mission? Covert Coaching mission.
So I think in New Year's Eve, I think a really good step forward for everybody, it's just the first step, is just write down that one thing you want. Right? Write down the one thing. Now, it hasn't got to be starting tomorrow morning. People, I think we've just been talking about, that's too big a jump in one go, but write down what it is you want to achieve in 2018. Be that within 6 months, 3 months, the 12 months, whatever. And then break that down into smaller things and decide what can you do now as a step towards it. Don't try doing the whole thing at once. Just what can we do tomorrow morning, what can we do as of tomorrow morning, slightly differently, as a step towards what we want to achieve in 2018.
Just see yourself there now. Okay, so go beyond the successful completion of whatever your goal is, okay, and just check in. How does that feel to now have achieved that New Year's resolution that you've set out? Okay, and from that place, just know that if you can think it, if you can see it in your mind's eye, I knew I was going to get that wrong. If you see it in your mind's eye, then you can achieve it. Okay, guys?
Right.
So as always, as we said, like, share, subscribe, and we will speak to you soon.
See you later.
Adios.
Roger on Union 121. 34, 134 pin. Sorry, you're in route to the battery, suspect 318, 33.